morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Marigold Manor, and welcome to my bathroom. I don't think you guys have been in here yet. There's not much to see. It's not that impressive. But we're starting in here today with this echo. Can you guys hear the echo? We're starting in here today because I wanted to share with you my cozy autumn morning routine. Now, this is, of course, an idealistic routine. This is not what my days look like all the time. Although, I do start work at the flower shop typically in the afternoon. So generally speaking, I do have a good amount of time in the morning to do my skincare routine, go for a walk, maybe watch a show, make a delicious hearty breakfast. So in some ways this is realistic, but in other ways, you know, obviously I'm taking the time to film and make things look beautiful for you guys. So I would say this is actually like a pretty good representation of what a cozy autumn morning in my life looks like. I try to go for walks several times a week in the morning, and I try to make delicious breakfast all the time. Although something that we are doing that's a little bit nicer today is that I am making French toast, which I don't typically make French toast. One, because I'm not really supposed to eat gluten, and two, because I just don't really think about French toast as like a breakfast option. But I saw this recipe on Sally's Baking Addiction for a apple cider like baked French toast, and I'm all for that. If you guys watched my last video, you know I'm all about apple cider right now. So that is what we're doing this morning. I'm gonna run you guys through my skincare routine. I actually just did a full video on Patreon of my skincare and beauty routine because I've updated it quite a bit in the last year, and I feel very good with where we're at. So I'm gonna do a quick one here, but if you want more details on what I do and like the types of facials that I get and things like that, that is over on Patreon. No, this is not what I need. Obviously, you guys can see my hair is a bit longer. I did go ahead and get myself some extensions. I got a weave with leave out, and I am so happy that I did that because, gosh, like having to get your hair pressed every 2 weeks or whatever, it's just like not the move. Like I just don't have time for that. I don't want to be bothered with that. So I was like, you know what? I want something a little bit more Victoria's Secret bombshell, and I feel like that's what this is giving. Some of it, I'm here for it. In the fall, I like to really focus on moisture and really like overly moisturizing my skin. One, because I think as you get older and as like a woman who's in my 30s now, I just think it's important to focus on moisture because I think your skin gets a little bit more dry, and then that's where those like fine lines come in. So I try to be really moisturizing with my routine. Pretty much every product that you're going to see me, also the birds, I'm so sorry. They are obnoxious. But pretty much every element of my skincare is from the same brand, from this brand called Dermaplus. I've been going to Dermaplus, so it's a like skincare brand, and also they do facials, and they're out of San Francisco. And I have been getting my facials done there and using their products for at least 5 years now, and I'm obsessed. I'm never gonna switch to anything else. I just moisturize with their chamomile cleanser. I swear by this cleanser. I love this cleanser. It's so gentle, it smells delicious, and it just does a phenomenal job. Having to hold this. Now I'm gonna go in with their purifying toner. I love this toner because it has salicylic acid. It's anti-inflammatory, but it's also very gentle, so it does not leave my skin feeling dry. I love it. Also, should be noted that this is not a sponsored video. I literally just am obsessed with Dermaplus. I've been going there for the last 5-6 years, and I love, like, their products work, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need them to pay me to tell you that their products work. So I usually just take a cotton swab and I do the toner. I think toners are really important to help with like the texture of your skin if that's something that you struggle with. I don't often see people talking about toner as much. I feel like, I don't know, in the last few years there's been such a rise in like different types of skincare, like Korean skincare and just like all these different things. I don't see anyone kind of talking about just like the basics, which is like cleanse, tone, moisturize. And I think if you can find like a system, a formula that works for you, that's like easy and quick and you can do it every day, that's the goal. I don't think, at least for me, the goal is not to have like a 12-step program for my skincare. There is like a good amount of steps, but I don't do all of them every day. Now, because I have a little extra time today, as I fan my toner, I'm gonna do a face mask. I love doing face masks in the morning. I just think it just is a great way to kick off the day. I love a morning face mask. I obviously love a face mask at night too, but I find what happens is that like I get busy or I get distracted, and then next thing I know it's 10 o'clock and I'm like, I'm not trying to do a face mask at 10 p.m. like right before I go to bed. Since I have time this morning, I'm gonna do a face mask as well. Now, there are a couple that I really like, but this one I just got from Primally Pure. This is their plumping mask. It smells so good. And again, just like injecting more moisture into my skin, I think is really important in the fall. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes and then I'll come back and finish finish the routine.
Could you catch me up here? Tell me what you felt. My head is filling bottles that keep falling off the shelves. Well, every word hit like a prism out of color that was wasted. I could see through every layer. This was heaven, I could taste it. Tapping on the counter.
Okay, mask sat and got washed off. Now I'm going to use the Dermaplus Vitamin C Serum. Comes in a little dropper like this, and I just put some on my palm. I kind of just like press it into the skin. I don't rub it into my skin. Now, this is something new that I just added not long ago. This is the Primally Pure Lip Polish. I'm obsessed with it. You guys are gonna see in a second how well it works. You just take a little bit, rub it in circles on your lips, and then wipe it off with a warm cloth, and your lips are nice and exfoliated. I'm obsessed. We're getting to the end here. Now I'm just gonna use the Dermaplus moisturizer and the SPF 30, and we're done. And that is my fall moisturizing skincare routine. Their sunscreen smells so good. I look forward to putting it on every day. I'm gonna do just like a little bit of facial massage. I don't always have the time to do this, but I have the time today. So I just kind of like use my fingers and push the skin up and like away towards my ears. And I just kind of do like just a quick little facial massage. I'm not super into facial massage, but while I'm here. Okay, we're done. We're ready. That is my moisturizing skincare routine for fall. Now let's get dressed and make some breakfast. Okay, so the French toast is in the fridge. It has to chill for a few hours before it can go in the oven. So I thought while I wait, I'm gonna show you guys my quick morning routine. In the fall, I like to use, like, when I do use, what's it called? Eyeshadow. In the fall, when I do use eyeshadow, I love to use just like lots of browns and like mauve-y colors. If I do eyeshadow, but on a day-to-day basis, I actually don't wear any eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeshadow, I don't wear eyeliner. What is going on outside? I just try to keep it really simple and quick. So I wanted to show you guys what I do and the products that I used. I did a full breakdown of my skincare and my sort of makeup routine over on Patreon, so I will link that down below as well. But we'll do a quick one here too. So first, I always start with my Kosas concealer. I don't know what this color is. I think it's 7.5W, if that's how they number them. I don't know, and I am running out. And I just start with a little bit under my eyes just for some brightness. And I try to carry it out and up. Okay, now for foundation, this is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation in the color 26, Medium Deep Warm Peach. I really love this color. I feel like it works really well with my skin, especially in the summertime. Then I use my Hourglass contour stick in the color Espresso, just for a quick contour, just a little bit of definition. I'm not like super into this. Like, I'm not super into makeup, so if this is like completely wrong or I'm using the wrong tools, I do apologize, but this is just how I do my makeup. I don't need it to be perfect, I just need it to like look presentable, you know what I mean? We're going to go in with our blush. This is the MAC powder blush in the color Copper Tone. Sometimes I use this color, sometimes I use a little bit of a deeper red, but this is the first one I grabbed, so this is what we'll use. Now for my brows. For brows, we just use the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. So this one has so many pretty brown colors that I love to use for fall, and then it also has these two like liquid liners, I guess, but I actually use the black powder eyeshadow, and I am not really great at doing my eyebrows. I just kind of want it to look clean. Like, I'm not stressed out about it. I'm not someone who has like a very thick brow. I never have, so I kind of have to work with what I get and just try and make it look like pretty natural, but like have some dimension. One always ends up darker than the other. That is not on purpose. Okay, now I use the Rare Beauty mascara. This is my tried and true mascara. As you guys know, I think I've talked about it before. It is so good. I'm actually running out of this too. And I will need to re-up on my stash of Rare Beauty mascara. Every time I try another one, I'm always disappointed that it's not as good as my Rare Beauty. So you could consider me very loyal to this mascara as well as to my skincare routine. I have tried different things. I've tried all the trendy skincare products, and honestly, like, I haven't found one that's been like the talk of the town that has actually done anything for me. So in regards to skincare, I love Dermaplus. I am never doing anything else, and that is also how I feel about my mascara. And I know I told you guys that tip about making your mascara super messy and then cleaning it up later, but for a morning routine where, like, for a morning where I have stuff to do, like I have to go to work or whatever, I don't have time to do that, because what'll happen sometimes is that I will like make it super messy with the intention of cleaning it up later, and then I will completely forget to clean it up later, and then I just look a hot mess. So for the purposes of this video and having a realistic morning routine, we're just going to do our best the first time. So I do the top, and then I also do the bottom. Sometimes I'll do like a little, I don't know, maybe today I'm feeling a bit of like a smoky bottom liner. I might add that after the fact. And then finally for the lips, I use this Sephora lip liner in the color Bad Apple. This is a number 35 Bad Apple. It's kind of like a maroon sort of color. I really like it. I don't overline my lips. I don't think it looks good. I just go right on the line, on the bottom and on the top. Anytime I have overlined my lips, I've been like, well, this looks ridiculous. So we don't do that. I am going to use my Benetint Lip Tint by Benefit, one of my favorite products because I sometimes feel like lipstick is a bit too much. Same thing with lip gloss. This gives a tinted color to your lip without like the commitment of lipstick or lip gloss. And then you just like let it dry and it just has this nice like pretty matte coloring. I love it. I love my Benetint. You can also use it for your cheeks, which I've tried, but I feel like I don't have as much luck with it on my cheeks. Like, I don't know, it doesn't pop the same way that it does on my lips, so we're happy with that. Okay, there you have it. There's my morning 10-minute makeup routine. I feel like it is very efficient. It gets the job done, and I feel confident. So that is that I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go check on our French toast and see if it is ready to go in the oven.
No.
What are you doing?
Filling up my water bottle.
Oh, nice.
Can you give me some socks, please?
Every other week job and just go in between our homes. Just bring a car out here.
Yeah, we'll pay you to water our plants.
We'll pay you to water our plants.
Those are so pretty. What are these? Pretty.
That's beautiful, babe.
This is my favorite street in the fall.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, it's really starting.
It is.